The appellant is set at liberty forthwith.
Particularly for this one, pardonably, movement silent for one decision.
Okay. Today also we have two matters. Again, clash is there. Mr. Haloy, how much time will you take?
Lordship, I have already concluded my argument. Only thing is that your Lordship asked me to give some clarification if required, Lordship. Therefore, I am here today. And Mr. Mann has also, if I'm not wrong, Mr. Mann has also concluded. But I don't know whether if he anything to submit today.
You have anything to submit, Mr. Mann?
Yes, my lord. My lord has put certain queries to us, my lord, on the last date of hearing. My lord has said that my lord will have put certain queries. And my lord, I will also answer certain issues raised by my learned friend. We have answered to all and every query and
No,
objection
we can take up only one matter today.
So, if my lord, if possible, this matter could be taken up today.
How much time will you require?
My lord, I will conclude in half an hour, my lord. That's it, at max.
Mr. Chaudhary, how much time will you require?
I'll take some time. I'll take some time.
So let us hear their matter.
As your Lordship.
One matter will be finished at least. Then remaining time we will hear you. And your matter may spill over to another day.
I'm no objection.
Okay.
As your Lordship.
Okay. Item number.
I think we're not.
Yes.
May it please, my lord. My lord,
With the written submissions. Yes, Mr. Mann.
yes. Now, my lord, CBI in the respondents has raised certain objections. One primarily was that section 17A not applicable in the present case. Then, my lord, they had raised another contention that the petitioner has not taken any decision or any order was not passed by the petitioner, and thus section 17A is not applicable. That is their contention. And then, my lord, since their contention is that I had not, the petitioner has not passed any order, then, my lord, they say the section 17A is not applicable. Now, petitioner, another contention was the petitioner used his official position for securing job for his.
That was his main contention. For your cousin.
Yes. Distant, not cousin, he is not my immediate relative, he is a distant relative, as per their own charge sheet they have filed. Then petitioner released the bank guarantee, and there is a delay of 9 days.
And that delay was intentional so that you accommodate, you give.
Yes, that is their contention. This was intentional so as to pressurize them to get a job to my distant relative. That is their allegation. Then, my lord, their another contention was that I used my official position and influence getting a favorable report from the authority engineer.
Yes.
Now, for that, my lord, I will answer. My learned friend has argued oblivious of the fact, oblivious of the documents that are placed on record. Now, kindly see, my lord, for a minute. Section 17A, my lord, for the sake of repetition, that I will wish to read, my lord. 17A, my lord.
Yes.
No police officer shall conduct any inquiry or investigation into any offence alleged to have been committed by a public servant under this act. So now, my lord, the word used is under this act. So under this act, it is their contention is that every offence committed under this act shall be governed by 17A. My lord have?
Just a minute. Yes.
No,
Yes.
no police officer shall conduct any inquiry or investigation into any offence alleged to have been committed by a public servant under this act. Under this act means Prevention of Corruption Act, where the alleged offence is relatable to any recommendation made or decision taken by such public servant in discharge of official function or duties without the previous approval of, then my lord, the rank wise it is mentioned to from whom the permission is to be taken. Then my lord, what happens, a person is taking bribe or accepting bribe, then my lord, proviso is there, provided that no such approval shall be necessary for cases involving arrest of a person on the spot on the charge of accepting or attempting to accept any undue advantage for himself or any other person. So from the spot. In this case, my lord, two persons were arrested, accepting and taking bribe. So, my lord, in that case, it is all right. But in my case, it is not. I do not fall within the ambit of the proviso.
Okay. Yes.
Then now, my lord, kindly see for a minute what my learned friend is had argued is oblivious of the standard operative procedure that has to be followed, my lord, under the Prevention of Corruption Act. If my lord will have page number 521 for a minute, my lord.
Of the petition.
Of the main petitions. 521.
Yes.
Now, my lord, this is by Ministry of Personal, Public Grievances and Pensions. Department of Personnel and Training.
Yes, what it provides?
Now, my lord, kindly see on the first, it is addressed to the all chief secretaries of all the states. And also copy is forwarded to my lord. If my lord will have next page 522. Director CBI with the request that all field units may kindly be appraised of these SOP for strict compliance. My lord, very important word used is for strict compliance.
Okay.
Then my lord will have the standard operative. This is the forwarding letter. This was forwarded to the CBI also, and also that every unit, field unit be appraised of the SOP for strict compliance. Now kindly see, my lord. On the next page is the SOP. Second, on page number 523, it may be emphasized. Second para I am reading, my lord. It may be emphasized that the provisions of section 17A.
No, where are you reading?
On the page
523.
523.
22,
523.
23.
Yes, my lord. That is an annexure to this letter.
It may be emphasized.
Yes, sir. It may be
That is at,
emphasized.
that is at page 522 of the petition.
All right, my lord.
There is some mismatching.
All right. So I'm sorry, my lord.
Yes, you may continue. It
Yes,
may
sir.
be emphasized that the provisions of
Section 17A
17A.
stipulates a mandatory requirement for a police officer to seek previous approval for conducting any inquiry or investigation into any offence alleged to have been committed by a public servant under the Prevention of Corruption Act.
yes,
If the offence is relatable to any recommendation made or decision taken by such public servant in discharge of his official functions and duties. Then, my lord, next three, 1A I will read, my lord. Pertains to the information averse to the allegations of commission of any and offences by public servant under provisions of this act. So it is regarding Prevention of Corruption Act. Prima facie reveal actual commission of offence under the act. This is for processing of the information received by a police officer. Then what he is required to do, my lord?
no, my query is what was not complied with from this SOP, what was not complied with?
They have not taken previous approval from the competent authority under section 17A
17A.
for the initiation of inquiry or investigation against me, my lord. That is, they did not take any permission.
So the SOP also provides for the same.
Yes, my lord.
That was not complied with.
That was not complied with.
Okay.
Now kindly see, my lord, specific acts. 3.1 para 3.1 C3.
There are 3.1
C
Roman 3.
Roman 3, my lord. Specific acts of commission or omission attributed to such public servants, whether such acts are relatable to an official function or duties by such public servant, specify to the office or public post held at the time of commission of the alleged offence, the specific recommendations made or decision taken by such public servant, deriving of undue advantage for self or any other person to fulfill the ingredients of offence alleged against the public servant. So the government is also aware, conscious of this fact that it is not regarding any other offence, but it is also in regard to the cases where the allegation alleged is deriving of an undue advantage for self or any other person to fulfill an ingredient of offence alleged against the public servant. So even in that case, this SOP is applicable. Section 17A approval permission is required, my lord.
Okay.
Then, my lord, what very, very important is 3.2.
Yes.
Deriving of an undue advantage by public servant for self or for others is a key ingredient for establishing an offence against him. And in absence of fulfillment of this requirement, this condition, any act of commission or commission amounts to an administrative misdemeanor only. Then, my lord, next page 3.3. Police officer in receipt of an information shall place the matter before the police officer of appropriate rank for seeking previous approval under section 17A of the Act by such police officer of the appropriate rank. Then, my lord, 3.4. A police officer of the appropriate rank who shall make a proposal to the appropriate government authority under section 17A of the Act in respect of the person who is or has been a public servant will be specified in Annexure 1. Specifically, ranks of a police officer for seeking previous approval shall ensure due diligence for the purpose of processing proposal under section 17A of this Act. Now, my lord, the petitioner before my lord is senior officer in the level of 13, my lord, as per the salary. 13 level. And the officer who is to seek permission is should be Inspector General, IG rank officer only. That is also provided, my lord. It has to be by Inspector General of rank officer to the competent authority. Then, my lord, processing of information received by a police officer of appropriate rank. Police officer of the appropriate rank. Then, my lord, it is ranks are mentioned. Who shall forward the application for seeking previous permission from the competent authority. Then, my lord, another on page number 5 to 5, if my lord will have. Page number 5 to 5 is the description of the rank of the officer who shall
No,
make.
your submission is, you are at level 13.
Yes, my lord.
On what basis you are making this submission?
This is, my lord, I am the general manager level officer, and if my service record will indicate is I am level 13.
No, any document to that effect is there. Yours, actually, the basis is the salary slip.
Yes. Salary level, my lord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That you are not disputing. Okay.
That is, my lord, on at serial number 3, if my lord will have.
Now, what has happened in this case? In this case, actually 17A approval was not even sought for.
Not
Their
for sought for.
logic is different.
Not sought for. Even though they did not sought.
Okay, okay.
So now the rank is not a dispute. They did not even
Okay,
seek.
this aspect is clear.
Then,
Your
my lord,
submission-
then, my lord, if my lord will have the checklist that is appended, kindly for a minute, my lord.
Yes, 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 please.
On the next page is the checklist of the items. For the purpose of uniformity, this has been given to each and every police officer and also to all chief secretaries for the universal application in the country, my lord. Now, my lord, in the page at the serial number 4, my lord will find whether the complaint prima facie reveals deriving of an undue advantage by a public servant for self or any other person. Please furnish the details. Now, my lord, what my learned friend is saying, that since some undue favor
The
was
detail has to be there in
with the application form.
application seeking approval under section.
Yes, my
22.
lord, yes.
Okay.
So they are not, the government is not oblivious that this is not. My learned friend is arguing without even going through this, that even in the application form, it has to be specifically mentioned what is the benefit sought, whether the complainant prima facie reveal deriving of an undue advantage by a public servant for self or any other person.
Okay.
So the detail is required to be furnished. So my submission is that the government was conscious of this, and this was forwarded to the CBI for strict compliance, my lord. And now we have a situation that an inspector level officer, without intimating his senior officers or without seeking prior approval from the competent authority, barged into his house, arrest him.
Yes.
Whereas the investigation itself is illegal without the previous approval of the competent authority. Article 21 strictly lays down, my lord, I cannot be deprived of my life and liberty, and it can be only deprived through following the procedure as established under law. And section 17A is established under the law, my lord.
Okay,
Then, my lord, the contention was that I have not taken any decision in this regard. Their contention was that I have not taken any decision or I have not made any recommendation. So for that, my lord, we'll have the office noting in regard to the release of bank guarantee. If my lord will have the office noting on page number 510, my lord, 510 or 511 it is. Annexure P4, my lord.
$510.
Yes, ma'am. So this is, my lord, the order sheet, the office notings in regard to the release of the bank guarantee. And my lord will have the relevant page on page number 512 and 513, my lord.
When you release the first bank guarantee,
Bank guarantee first, my lord, if my lord will have on page number, internal page number 3 of this office noting. On page number 512, my lord.
which was the date?
Date was, my lord, on 25/4/2022, my lord.
First installment.
First bank guarantee.
20, and second one?
Second one was released, my lord, on 9/6/2022.
25/4/2022. Second is,
9/6/22.
what was the gap?
Now kindly see, my lord.
No, before that I have a query.
Yes, my lord.
How many days gaps?
60 days it ought to have been, but more than 60 days.
It is more than
69 days.
So what is your justification for this?
I will answer. I will answer.
That you have to address.
Yes, 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 yes. Of course, my lord. If my lord will have the note. First of all, if my lord will have, I will finish this page first of all. My lord will see my signature approved as proposed on page number 513, my lord. The second tranche of 513, my lord.
Yes.
Kindly see, my lord, note number 5, approved as proposed.
Yes.
Kindly see the date, my lord, and time.
Yes, 9/6.
9/6/2022 at 3:08 p.m.
Yes.
Now, at what time and which date this office note was forwarded to my lord by the project director? I cannot do it in isolation. A file has to be placed before me. And if, my lord, the date on which it was forwarded to me, kindly see, my lord, the date and time also. It
Yes.
is, my lord, on 8/6/2022. Two lines above my recommendation. 8/6/2022 at, my lord, time is also important, on 5:46 p.m. So I could have released it on the very same day, 8/6/2022. It is forwarded to my computer at 5:46 PM. And 6 o'clock, my lord, the office functions, office hours are over. So on the very next day, it is approved by me as proposed. Now, my lord, kindly see the most important aspect. This is forwarded to me by the project director, Mr. Anant Lal. Mr. Anant Lal is not an accused, my lord, in this case. I had approved it within less than 24 hours, my lord, on the very next working day. And kindly see, my lord, then most important aspect is when is the date on which the recommendation for release of bank guarantee is forwarded by the concerned authority engineer. The
When?
authority engineer recommends for the release of bank guarantee with his letter dated 6/6/2022, my lord. He forward the approval on 6/6/2022, and I will
Where are you reading?
on the earlier page, my lord, if my lord will
No,
have
not for,
on page number 512, my lord.
oh,
Note number 3, my lord.
note number 3, para 4.
Para 4.
Okay.
Reference.
Yes.
So now, my lord, EPC, the authority engineer, EPC contractor, with a letter number 510.
Now, what is EPC contractor?
That is, my lord, the contractor in concern.
Okay.
EPC is one.
Messrs. G.
EPC is mode of contract dated 6/6/2022 has submitted the undertaking for release of balance performance security bank guarantee as stated by the authority engineer and requested to release the bank balance performance bank guarantee for rupees so and so. Now, my lord, that letter is also appended of the authority engineer. Before that, my lord, I will mention the reasons for which why it was delayed for even 9 days. There is letter. Kindly see, my lord. Note number 3, my lord. On the earlier page.
Yes.
Now, authority engineer with a letter number so and so dated 6/6/2022 has submitted that the contractor liability towards the performance guarantee is over as per the discharge certificate given by them and recommended the return of balance performance guarantee bank guarantee available with the authority for rupees such and such dated 28/7/2015 subject to obtaining an undertaking from the contractor stating that they are accepting for the recovery of rupees 28.37 lakhs in the final payment certificate for the purpose of submission of NOC from DMRC Meghalaya, which can be released to them after the submission of the same, but without payment of any interest thereon. And also they are liable to remit the actual amount of signatories charges in case they are at default and it is exceeds the recovery amount of rupees 28.37 lakhs. So now, my lord, I will go through I will also take my lords to the letter of the authority engineer dated for the first for the release of bank guarantee in the first instance. That is on page number 500, my lord.
Yes.
So this is the letter, my lord, by the authority engineer. And on the next page, my lord, if my lord will have, the letter is dated 19th April 2022. Then my lord will have what he is saying is on bottom of the third para from the bottom. He makes all the submissions. My lord will have third para from the bottom on page number 501.
Yes.
Therefore, the liability of the contractor for the total payment work has not been over, in spite of the DLR and OM period were over on 31st/3/2022. For the work previously completed on 31st/3/2018. Then, my lord, however, the contractor is pressurizing for the so-and-so release of this. Next para, my lord. In view of the ongoing SOS work and pending certificate of the final statement for total payment work by the authority engineer, as well as the issue of the discharge under Article 1914, the undersigned hereby recommends for release of the major part of bank guarantee of rupees 11 crore 46,000 for 11 crore 46 lakhs 81,000. That is 82% of performance bank guarantee value with validity period up to 4/6/2022, and the remaining major part of performance bank guarantee, about 18% of the performance bank guarantee value with validity period up to 27/7/2022 may be retained, extended, and the release subsequent to occurrence of the following to take care of the authority claim, if any, under Article 19.99. That is, my lord. On the next page, if my lord will have successful completion of the ongoing SOS work by the contractor. Secondly, submission of final statement of payment, permanent work by the contractor, and the issuance of final payment certificate by the authority engineer, as well as discharge under Article 19.14. So, my lord, at that stage, when this major part of the performance bank guarantee was released, there were certain works outstanding. There were certain clearances that were required, which were obtained, which were submitted subsequent only. Final payment was made even as per the charge sheet filed on 31st/5/2022 only. Now, my lord will have. So this was why initially the major part of the performance bank guarantee was released in the month of April, and a minor part of 18% of that was retained on the recommendation of the authority engineer, Ashok Kumar Singh. And Ashok Kumar Singh is not an accused, my lord, in this case.
Okay. Authority engineer is Mr. Ashok Kumar Singh.
Yes, ma'am. And he is an independent authority. Authority engineers are independent professionals. And, my lord, on the top of it, my learned friend is saying that I am master of that. I am neither the person who had appointed them. I am not the person who will make the payments to them, to the authority engineers. They are independent. They have the purpose of auditing, manufacturing, and that is admitted fact by CBI also.
Okay.
Now, kindly see, my lord, for a minute. If my lord will have.
Yes. Yes.
The letter of the authority engineer. That is, my learned friend was reading. What he's saying was that I was seeking favor from him, or was directly.
Interrupt, lordship. we are in 482 Lordship now. We are not in the case of trial and for argument after trial, Lordship. So.
No, his main contention is that 17A is not there.
So, yes, on that, Lordship, I have already made my submission. 17A is not applicable at all, Lordship. My learned friend is putting stress that 17A is applicable. Now he has shown a SOP. Whether SOP is, Lordship, applicable in this case, where Supreme Court guidelines, Supreme Court rulings are there, Lordship, with regard to 17A and discharge of an official duty.
No, let him complete.
Lordship. Lordship-
You conclude because we are running out of time.
Yeah, sure, definitely, my lord. I
Already he has made
I'm-
those submission earlier also. Same submission is reiterating, Lordship. And Lordship, this is 482, Lordship, where Lordship will proceed, it's a very sparingly you will have Lordship will to exercise, Lordship, to quash a petition, Lordship. Your
No,
Lordship,
suppose the requirement of 17A is there, if this court comes to this
Lordship.
conclusion,
Lordship,
then it will be quashed,
yes,
otherwise not.
not Lordship. Whether prima facie case under section 7 has been made or not, Lordship, that also, that aspect also has to be looked into, Lordship. And 17, regarding 17A, Lordship, let him, he has already made his submission with regard to 17A. I have also replied to it, Lordship.
Yes,
17A.
Mr. Man.
I have understood his contention, my lord, but my learned friend had read in detail, verbatim, he has read certain phone tapping that has allegedly happened between me and the contractor. And on that basis, he says that I had used my official position to change his stand. I had used my influence to make him sign certain documents, recommended and not recommended. That is what he has read. Had he not read it, I would not have repeated it. No, I will not take much of time, so my time of the Honorable Court. Kindly see for a minute, my lord, on page number 606. This is this annexure is starting from page number 602.
What you want to show?
I want to show, my lord, in this letter dated 20th May 2022. The authority engineer uses the word he recommends. My lord, have
Yes, 606.
606. That
Yes.
is.
This you have shown earlier also.
Yes, my lord. So here he says on the second line from the
In anticipation of the correctness.
yes, my lord. In that line, he's second line, he says the authority engineer hereby recommends that the contractor is entitled for the net payment of such and such amount. So here he is using the word he recommends. This word is important, my lord. So in the letter dated 20th May 2022, he uses the word that he recommends. Then my lord will have his
Okay,
subsequent.
no, these you have already submitted.
Yes, yes,
Earlier you have submitted.
yes, yes. So this
So
was,
those-
so
I
this,
have taken notes already.
yes, yes. So this was in this, and now if kindly see, my lord, the date on which I had, my recording is with the said Ashok Kumar Singh, authority engineer. Only for a minute, my lord.
Yes.
Kindly see the, my lord, on page number 42, my lord, of the compilation filed by my learned friend.
Yes.
Page number 42.
Yes.
File number on the top of it, my lord, file number 21 so and so 25. Then is the date, my lord, 2022 0602. So that is on 2nd June 2022.
What
So-
it indicates?
It indicates, my lord, as per the charge sheet, the final payment was released, and as per the documents, final payment was released by the NHAI on 31st May 2022 on the basis of the recommendation made by the authority
So
engineer.
it was after the release of the payment.
Yes, it was only after the release of the payment. This is why I'm saying, I'm communicating to him that, boss, if you write in one letter recommended, then in another letter you said not recommended, then it will create some trouble for the office to function, because we have to work on the recommendation, because authority has to release
But
funds.
your submission is that this conversation was in the month of June.
Yes, my lord.
Before that, final payment was made
Final payment was already made.
of both the bank guarantees.
No, bank guarantees were initial bank guarantee was released earlier, and the second bank guarantee was released subsequent. Because first of all, final payment has to be made. That was made on
Yes,
9/6
second bank guarantee was on 9/6.
9/6/2022. But
So
this,
What do
these
you
two-
want to emphasize?
what I want to emphasize is, my lord, the letter dated 20th May 2022 and letter dated 27/5/2022 are in regard pertaining to not bank guarantee. It is in regard to release of the outstanding amount, final payment, not regarding bank guarantee. Bank guarantee not even used in that, my lord. If my lord will have the letter dated 27, which my lord will have. Letter dated 27 of the
27,
May.
that is at page
That is on page number 599, my lord.
599 and letter dated. And
Letter dated, my lord, is 27/5/2022.
one more letter was you are referring to.
That was letter dated 20th May 2022.
That is at page.
That is at page number 660, starting at 602, my lord, and relevant portion was that I read was on page number 606.
Your submission is these letters do not pertain to the bank guarantee.
This recommendation and not recommended is in regard to the payment of
Final
payment of the money. Kindly see, my lord, for a minute on page number 599, 27/5/2022.
Yes.
It says, my lord, the net payable amount. My lord will have
Yes, yes. Para 1.
para 1. Net payment payable amount of rupees so and so as shown, but not recommended in the engineer's final payment statement with the engineer's letter dated so and so, is not the fixed amount and subject to vary due to the following. And I am not the person who is to release the final payment, my lord. It is to be released by the project director or at the level of project director or finance and accounting department. I am not concerned with that, my lord. This letter is also even addressed to not me. This is addressed to the project director. So now in this letter, he uses the word but not recommended. Whereas in the letter dated 20th May 2022, he had specifically stated recommended. So that is in regard to this, I have communicated, ke boss, you don't write this. You initial letter you said recommended, then subsequent letter you not recommended, then it creates trouble. So it was nothing to do with bank guarantee or the release of bank guarantee. Bank letter of his bank guarantee release is letter dated 6th May. 6/6 he writes to for the release, my lord. He recommends only on 6/6/2022. That letter is, my lord, there for the
Okay.
release of bank guarantee.
Okay, Mr. Mann.
Yes, my lord.
Now, do you need further time or we can conclude? You have given written submissions.
I have given written submissions, my lord. If my lord can give me 10 minutes indulgence any day, my lord, my lord has said that my lord will put certain queries that I will
No,
answer.
It will be a continuous process, Lordship.
No,
It will be a continuous process,
because-
unending and continuous process, Lordship.
This
He will make
we
reply and
cannot
again.
continue forever.
No, my lord. It is not
Then we
continue
have to
forever.
take it up
Only 2
tomorrow.
minutes, 5
Tomorrow.
minutes. 5 minutes I will require
Tomorrow we will continue.
tomorrow. Yes,
Tomorrow we will continue.
yes, my lord. 5 minutes, 10 minutes maximum. I will conclude, my lord.
Okay. No, let him be.
Only thing regard to the only argument remaining is, my lord, regarding the release of the
No,
allegation.
you have made your submissions. You have to only respond to the submissions made by.
Only 2 minutes submission in regard to the job of that.
Or else 2 minutes is 10 minutes. That,
It's an acceptable time.
No, my lord, we can take some
okay,
time. Leverage.
tomorrow we'll continue.
Yes, my lord. Grateful.
Heard Mr. Sanjay Man, learned S. Man, learned counsel for the petitioner. Also, who was replying to the submissions made by learned special public prosecutor, who is Mr.
And hello.
M. Haloy. Special public prosecutor, CBI, Mr. M. Haloy, who is present in the court today. The submissions remain inconclusive. Learned counsel for the petitioner submits that he needs some more time to complete his submission. The prayer is allowed. Let this matter be listed again on 28th of February as part of matter
Grateful, my lord.
at 3:30.
Grateful. 3:30. Yes.
Mm. Regarding the leftover matters, leftover data, other matters will be I am not passing any orders. Registry will fix it. And in Mr. Chaudhary's matter, when do you want it?
Yes, but
It will be difficult
then your lordship will fix some other date.
because now I am going to Kohima for 2 weeks.
Then your lordship may fix it in the end of March or first week of end of March.
No, if it is too long, then I will forget, though I have taken notes.
Because my end of March, because I'm meeting, I'll go back, I have some matters also there. And if your lordship is not there. So end of March, I think,
No, but if we have to keep it part heard,
yes, sir.
then we cannot give very long dates.
So end of March, because your lordship will not be there also. Your lordship
On
will-
18th, I am returning back.
And after, your lordship may have it, because holidays are there, I think. Holiday 19th, there are holidays. From 19th, the holidays are there.
Yes, who is for the state?
Yes, your lordship. On
Do you
behalf
have any suggestion of?
Your lordship may have it at 26th or so, 26th of March. Yes. Even holiday, sir, even 19th.
28th March.
Your lordship.
27 could be good.
27th, your lordship.
27th,
No,
is
27th
it?
is Wednesday, sorry, 26th,
28th would be good.
28th, no problem, 28th.
Is it okay for you? 28th,
Yes, your lordship, since we are finish with their submissions.
This matter could not be, learned counsel for both sides are present. This matter could not be taken up due to paucity of time. Let this matter be listed again on 28th of March as part heard matter.
Well, I know your lordship is going to Kohima for 2 weeks. So it's in the roster.
No, or should we take it to Kohima?
No, no.
My lord. Let him choose.
28th of March, deeply of the job.
Your lordship, I think
Yeah.
28th of March is a holiday, if I'm not mistaken. Good Friday.
28th of March is holiday.
No, this
তাতে হবে না, খোলা আছে এটা আমার
20th March is open.
ওপেন
No, no, ইয়ার
No.
বন্ধ আছে।
Yet one after yet 20th.
না খোলা আছে
Kula is open, I think.
No, it is.
Here the calendar is showing 20th March is open. Yeah.
It's a holiday for,
See the
Huh?
calendar of Kohima bench.
yes, yes.
20th
For
March.
my bench is a holiday, your lordship. 28, 29.
No, I don't think so. 20th is Good Friday, I know. 20th, I think 20th. March, yeah.
No, when he is submitting that,
Let us see the calendar, I think, it's Kohima bench calendar. But I
As
don't
per,
think that.
as per calendar, it's marked as holiday, your lordship.
okay.
No, no, 20th. Then your lordship it has to go to 2nd of April. So
No. It has to be earlier than that.
Then your lordship, as soon as you return, any day.
21 March.
21 will be difficult for me, your lordship, some matters there. But
You may appear through VC only.
But a problem, your lordship. It was to be difficult slightly. Okay.
Or if you appear through VC, we can fix,
No.
even if I am
No,
in
no, no,
Kohima.
this will be difficult, but no problems now. Do you want to, your lordship want to fix the 21st?
Yes, it may be on 21st. 21st,
21st is, I know. It's 21st is not. It's
Thursday,
Thursday.
Thursday,
21st.
21st March.
Madam,
Yes.
regarding item number 3, madam.
Your lordship 21st March.
CD has been received, madam.
My lord, CD received but not up to date, my lord. The last date is up to my lord 210, my lord.
Investigation almost completed in this case, madam. Injury report also received,
My
madam.
lord, I prefer short date, my lord, for up to date CD, my lord.
Why it has come to this court?
Earlier rejected.
Earlier rejected.
Okay,
One time rejected, my lord, thereafter it was dismissed.
then
The third time, my lord.
this matter could not be taken up today.
Fine.
Tomorrow we'll take it up.
My lord, it is not up to date CD. CD not up to date. my lord.
It is not, my lord, already investigation completed, madam.
How?
And already, my lord,
No,
Yes,
we
FIR,
are
ma'am.
not taking it up today.
Yes.
Tomorrow we'll take it up,
yes, madam.
and if required, we will pass appropriate order.
Tomorrow.
Due to paucity of time, this matter could not be taken up. We release this bail application on 27 February 2020.
28.
28 February. 2020.
Okay.